You are safe, you are loved, you are protected, and you are worthy. Today I'm going to share with you a magical manifestational process that if you do diligently, by the end of 2025 you will have exactly what it is that you desire. Hello my friend, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Zach and I help guide spiritual seekers like yourself release their fears and deepen their connection to the spirit within. Let's jump right into what the process is. So all that this is a scripting process. It's a writing process. I'm going to give you a few writing prompts. You're going to do the work. As you do the work, the results will show up. As you plant the seeds in the fertile soil of life, these seeds will sprout into beautiful plants that are called your desires. So the very first part of this process, and this doesn't have to be a scripting process, but I would suggest that you do write this part down, is I want you to accept 2024 for what it was. The good, the bad, the wonderful, and you have to say thank you for it. You want to do this because there's this saying that I really love, and it's you have to feel it to heal it. You can't get to where you want to be if you haven't accepted where you are. And so we're just going to accept 2024 for what it was. You're just going to write down, I am thankful and grateful and joyful that 2024 showed me all these wonderful things, and it gave me all of the things that I didn't want that I'm now going to create in 2025. And you may be thinking, Zach, that's impossible because 2024 was such a pain in my butt. I understand, I completely get it. I had the same things happening, but we have to understand that 2024, if it wasn't good for you or wonderful for you and it was bad, you felt like it was unwanted, those unwanted things caused your inner being to expand. Your inner being is now living in that reality. And so what we're going to do with the next step with the scripting process is going to allow you to move into that vibrational reality where your inner being already is, and allow you to begin to bring that into your physical reality so that you can live that in your... Before we get to the next point, I would be so thankful if you hit that subscribe button down below so that we could continue on this journey of spiritual awakening and manifesting together. Before getting to the scripting process, we're going to do a process to connect you with your heart, develop this brain and heart coherence, and to connect you with your future self. So all we have to do, step one, place your hand on your heart. This is before you got your paper, you got your pen out. Place your hand on your heart. Close your eyes, and you take 10 deep breaths into your heart. So we've got our hand on our heart. We take 10 deep breaths into the heart, just feeling the heart expand as we inhale. There, expand out as we exhale. Right? So we do that 10 times. I suggest you do it 10 times. That's enough to where your mind is going to begin to still. You're going to be moving into that alpha brainwave frequency. And then you're going to have this intention to connect with your future self. I know it sounds a little wonky, but that's why you're here. We're here to have fun. We connect with your future self. We connect on the timeline of space and time with you at the end of 2025. So yourself at the end of 2025. You have the ability to do this. That's all you have to do. Close your eyes, place your hand on your heart, breathe into your heart 10 times, and then have the intention. You can say to yourself, I'm connecting now with my future self from 2025 to gain the insights that are needed so that I can script this exactly as I want it. Voila, that's our very first step to the scripting step. Now that you've connected to your future self, we get to have some fun. So what you are going to do, you are going to script from your future self who is already living your dream, okay? So you are scripting as your future self, because you've now connected with your future self, who is now living in your perfect reality, who is living the desire that you're asking for, okay? So what you're gonna do, these are some of the writing prompts that you're gonna wanna ask yourself. Where are you and what is happening? So from your future self, where are you? Are you in a new house? Are you in the same house? What does your job look like? Do you have a higher paying job? Are you living something else? What does your relationship look like? How does your health look like? You can do this with different topics too. You can have a relationship topic, you can have a health topic, and you can have a finances topic. That's an easy way to do this. You can script from each one of those from your future self. So you can do this on each one of those topics, or you can just do a big jumble. I like to do it to myself as a big jumble. I don't like to have it really listed and pointed, kind of like we have these things. I like to do it as a big long story. That's my preference because it feels more real to me, and I feel like I can really connect with my future self and my inner being when I do it that way. So that's my preference, but if you are more compartmentalized and you want to do it one as your relationships, one is your finances, and one is your health, you can do that too. It does not matter. What matters is that you are scripting from where your future self already is. So what does your life look like as a whole? But most importantly, when you're writing this, is that third point. How does it feel being there? Now, this is where we're going to move energy into action, right? Visualization is not complete unless we have the feeling along with the image. And so, you're really going to want to create a feeling, which, as Greg Braden says, is the emotion married, tied together with the thought or the image. So while writing this, you're going to be writing this as if you are experiencing it. You can even write your present self a letter from your future self if that is fun too. And you can say, it's so much fun being here, Zach. We're having such a great time. Our health, oh my gosh, I feel amazing, blah, 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 blah. The more specific, this is a good point, the more specific you can be while you're writing from your future self, the more focus and the more attention and the more energy is going to flow towards that direction. So if you're just very broad, oh, it's nice, we have a new job, we like it, da 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 da. Okay, the universe will say anything you want, right? Source, God will say anything you want. Life is a fertile field. What seeds you plant, you get. My wife and I, Sean and I were talking about this earlier, and she said, yeah, if you keep planting tomato seeds, I guess you're going to keep getting tomato plants. You got to plant new seeds in the soil. And so that is the specificity you need when you are writing and scripting from your future self. But this should feel fun. It should feel joyful. It should feel invigorating, exciting. You should feel grateful as you're writing this. You'll know that you are directly in alignment with your future self, with your inner being, if you are feeling that higher vibrational emotion, right? Which is joy, which is love, which is hopefulness, which is happiness, which is excitement, which is gratitude. All of those emotions are those high vibe emotions, and we're not trying to force this. So if you are not in the right place, let's say you didn't do this process where you tried to find that inner calm, and you weren't able to really feel a sense of stillness or a sense of just peace, do that a little bit longer. Give yourself maybe 5 or 10 minutes to meditate before you do this scripting process, just so you can prepare the energy, right? You can release the emotion, the intention of where you are based upon your past to get to where you want to be in your future, right? So if you keep bringing your past self with you, you're going to keep getting those past results. So that's what we're trying to do here. We're trying to create this future reality because your future self, your inner being, is already there. They already exist there and they want you to have it. What this process is about getting your mind and about your focus and your expectation that 2025 is going to align perfectly for you. Even if things happen that you may not know what's going on or you may not like perfectly, you are still going to have the faith and the trust and the belief that everything is working out for you because you are the creator. So this is your scripting process. Neville Goddard has a great quote where he says, "Imagination and faith are the secrets to manifesting." You are using your imagination in this process. You are using your ability to feel your way through the muck, through the things that you've created in the past that are now showing up in your present, to create from your present what your future reality is about to look like. And the faith component comes as you practice these things. And the point, another point in this is you're going to have to reread this after you've written it once. I suggest you read it every day, but you can do it as many times as you want throughout the week or as few times as you want. It will help remind your subconscious mind that that is your direct intention. So When you have this perfect script, talking from your future self, telling you exactly what's happening, living the life of your dreams, the more you can place yourself mentally in that position and feel that state, the more you are sending that signal to the universe saying, I've planted mustard seeds, I've planted watermelon seeds, I've planted apple seeds, I've planted squash, I've planted onions, I've planted whatever you've wanted to plant. You are sending that signal habitually to the universe, and the universe is going to say, of course you can have that. God is saying, of course you can have that. Why wouldn't I want you to have that? And so that is our miracle manifestational process of 2025. It's very simple. It's something you've heard many, many times before, I'm sure. But if you can get into the feeling state of already having it, once you've scripted this and then keep revising it, not revising it, keep renewing it in your mind and keep practicing it day in and day out, you're going to embed that into your subconscious and it will become your reality. That is the promise of the law of attraction, and that is the promise of our divine mother father principle, God source. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you put this into practice, and I know this is going to work for you. I know for sure it's going to work for you. It's worked for me in many areas of my life, and it continues to work for me. That's why I'm sharing it with you, because of all the ways that it has changed my life, and I want it to change your life, and I know it's going to. So do this process, and you're going to see the beautiful results. You are safe, you are loved, you are protected, you are worthy. Make that your mantra. That is the mantra from my counsel to you, because my counsel is your counsel. You are safe, you are loved, you are protected, and you are worthy. Always remember that, never forget it. Thank you so much again for watching this video. If you like this video, I would love it if you checked out this one. I think it'll really help you on your spiritual awakening and manifesting journey. And until our next video, be well. I love you so much, and I will see you soon. Bye. That's a fun one. What is she doing? What is the water? Why has she been washing things? I have only... Shauna can hear me. I know she can because she's right outside the door and she's making noise. Is she laughing or is she smiling? Should I put this in the video that she's right outside the door? No? Oh, that's a button I haven't heard before. You want to pause that until I end this video in 2 minutes? I'll start it. You don't have to be doing things while I'm doing things. Just sit down and watch your show, for goodness sake.